Sports Bar on talkSPORT with me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. We are taking your call on the Sports Bar team of the season. You have to pick it. We will argue if they deserve to be in there. Who's been your player of the season so far? And let's have a go. 03 717 22 33 44. We will take calls on Scotland beating Ukraine 3-0. Very good performance from John McGinn, Che Adams, Scott McTominay back out there, Kieran Tierney playing as well. Good to see. Let's go to Jack, who's a Brighton fan. Jack, good evening.
All right, Jack.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Yeah,
very good. Jack, now, I mean, look, normally we wouldn't be discussing Brighton players going into a sports bar team of the season so far, but there is a lot of players in this team that could argue being in it. So, who are you thinking? Who's been your player of the season so far for you?
So I think so far Pascal Gross has been really underrated. Got 3 goals and 2 assists in 6 games. And as you say, like Brighton normally a collective, but he was out of contract in the summer. We brought him back in, and I think he's proved he deserved that new contract.
Yeah, look, he's been in sensational form. Where would you play him if you was putting him in? We're playing a 4-3-3. Where would you want to put him in attacking midfielder?
I think you'd have to put him right of the 3 in the middle. 4-3-3 is not obviously our formation, but I think you'd have to put him in there. I also wanted to bring up England centre-backs, if that's all right.
Go on.
Go for it.
Yeah. I think Adam Webster and Lewis Dunk, if they were playing for Chelsea or Man United, I think you wouldn't even be discussing Harry Maguire because they'd be in. I think I saw a stat earlier on today where since the beginning of last season, out of the top 4 divisions, we've conceded the least amount of goals since the start of last season. Right. And, you know, they're 29 and 27. They're in their prime. I think, as I said, if they're in Man City's team, they're in England's team no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. You know, you've got people like Ward-Prowse who play for Southampton who can get in the England squad. There's been plenty of examples of it in the past, so I'm not convinced. Although I think there's an element of truth about it, but I'm not convinced that that's the hard and fast rule now. You've left out Trossard.
Yeah, good player.
I've been impressed with him.
I think he's been really, really good. I think on the left-hand side, he's played a lot of positions so far already this season. Left wing back, left wing, central striker at times. Been really, really good.
Who do you want to put in? Do you want to put Gross in? I'm happy to put Gross in.
Gross is right down. Gross. We'll have him in the conversation, right?
What do you mean in the conversation? Who's he up against? This is what you got to remember, right? You're going to have other people phone up.
I think what we can do, right? We're going to write down a list of names, right?
In certain positions.
And then afterwards we pick out 11 out of that because there's going to. I mean, De Bruyne has got to be in there, right? No one's mentioned De Bruyne yet. He's in the conversation. He's in the team.
The first person that's phoned up, Trace.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget, Pascal Gross can take free kicks and corners as well.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
So he could get in the team for that.
Yeah, brilliant.
All right, Pascal Gross is going to be up against Kevin De Bruyne, Højbjerg.
Well, this is the conversation we have at the end of it. You and I pick the team.
Odegaard.
We'll probably fall out. Yeah, we'll probably have a...
I fell out with you already.
Oh, yeah.
You ruined my opener. All right, Jack, Gross is in the equation, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, write him down. Yeah,
write him down. I'd put him in my team.
I tell you, put him in then. For God's sake, honestly.
He's in.
Stop whinging.
I'm the gaffer.
Stop whinging.
And you can imagine me and you, gaffer and assistant.
You're going to whinge up already. I only got one name down on the team sheet.
Gross is in there.
You're Gross.
Jack, thanks for your call. Let's go to Mark, who's a Man United fan. All right, Mark?
All right, Mark.
Yeah, hi. Before I said to the guy who picks up, I said Tony Adams, but I'm changing my mind to Luis Diaz.
Tony Adams?
Tony Adams?
Yeah, I know. So I'm changing my mind to Luis Diaz.
Diaz.
I don't think Diaz deserves to be in there this season. There's no way. I don't think a Liverpool player gets in this team.
Liverpool haven't played great this season, of course not, and I hate Liverpool, let me tell you that. But I think he was the only player that played very...
I think I prefer Tony Adams.
I think he was playing very well.
Mark, what makes you think that Luis Diaz deserves to be in there over the players that are playing in that position now?
I think he was the only player who always got for Liverpool. He got, I think, twice a goal this season already. And I think he's the only player that still was like playing well for Liverpool. Other players just weren't looking good. He was the only one.
I think you're right, but I'm not sure he gets in. I think he has been.
How can we be picking a team of the season and there's no Liverpool players in it.
I can't make a case for a Liverpool player being in this team this season so far. Luis Diaz is the only one. When he came off the bench, who was it against? They went down to 10 men. They got a point. Who was it? Help me out.
I've got nothing.
I've gone. My brain's gone dead.
I mean, you have all this useless knowledge from things from 30 years ago.
I know. Anyway, it'll come to me. Someone will message in. But he come off. I think he scored a wonder goal, absolute wonder goal, and he got back. So is the goal. They went 1-0 down at home at Liverpool, and they got a point out of it, and they shouldn't have done. They went down 10. Who was it? Oh, it was Brighton, wasn't it?
You know we can't hear
was it Brighton?
Rufus.
Was it Brentford?
It sounds like you're talking to no one.
Is this going?
Right, so Tony Adams is in there then, yeah?
No, can I add another player?
Go on, you can throw as many names at me as you
Roy
want.
Keane. Put Roy Keane in.
Lisandro Martinez.
He's come good, hasn't he? That's fair.
Sorry, I'm not
very
having
well.
You're not
No, I'm not having Martinez.
Have
you seen his performance against Brentford?
No, he's got better.
That's right, he's got better. But we're talking about a team of the season so far.
No, I know, but he has got better.
He was useless.
Yeah, he's got better.
He's been good in the last few games.
He should have given a penalty against Brighton.
Go on, Mark.
Jamie. He was player of the month for Man United. I think he played exceptionally good, especially for a new player coming in.
But that's not hard. You could have been.
And when he played alongside with Maguire, it didn't go well. But when he came on with Varane, it went very well.
Yeah.
I think he played very good.
Yeah, I think him and Varane are looking the partnership. That's the reason Maguire's not going to get back in. If those two stay fit in the big games, he's not getting back. I think Martinez has actually adjusted. He had a poor start against Brighton. If you remember, it was a poor performance. The first game of the season.
Yeah,
should have given a penalty away against Welbeck.
Yeah.
But I think he has got better, actually. I think there's signs.
Does he deserve to be in the team of the season? You've got Saliba,
no,
Eric Dyer.
He's in the conversation.
John Stones.
He's in the conversation.
Right, well, we've got to start putting some players in.
Well, we can. I mean, we're having the conversation.
One player short, Erling Haaland, no?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
mean,
tapping.
look, Haaland's a tapping.
Mark,
right?
thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
You've had enough.
He's Tony Adams and Haaland. Mark, thanks for your call. Shall we? Look, we'll put Haaland in. Because Haaland's obviously a banker.
No, someone's got a phone up, haven't they? No?
Well, I mean, if someone phones up...
He's in.
Haaland's in, right? Haaland's in at the 9, dog. Yeah. But where does Kane play?
I don't think Kane gets in, mate.
How can Kane not be in this team?
I know.
He's flying. He's the second goal scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah, but I don't know whether he is flying. I mean, he's been brilliant, but I don't know... Okay, so... We need more suggestions then. This is what it's all about. We need them to tell us.
All right, let's go to John, who's a Liverpool fan. John, good evening.
Right, John.
Good evening, boys. Well, I was going to say Luis Diaz because of all the goals that he scored for Liverpool this year. Right. But I think no one seems to mention him is Thiago, the Liverpool midfielder. Now,
John,
he hasn't played all season, but he's the best passer in the league.
John, he's not getting in this team, mate.
Well, why is that?
No,
or they chuck him for being you.
John, Ruben Neves has been better than him this season. He's not getting in that team.
Oh, no, I think Thiago's the best.
No.
He was not a better passer in the league than Thiago.
John, this season, it's not based on... No, he hasn't, John. He's not.
Oh, I think so, and it's a long way to go, man. It's only 6 games.
He's been injured, John.
He's not played.
Well, he played in Europe in the week. He's played a couple of games.
I'm not having it, John. He's not getting in, mate.
Now, what about Alisson in goals then?
Who? No chance. There's not a Liverpool player getting in, John, this team.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That is.
No.
That's stupid.
No, not one. John.
Alisson don't get in this team, mate. You've got Ederson, Robert Sanchez, Nick Pope, Ramsdale.
Alisson is better than all.
Lloris.
This season, John. It's this season.
Yes. Look at his saves this year.
What do you mean this year?
Everton and people.
No, John, he's not getting in, mate.
Pickford's been better than Alisson.
Pickford has been better than...
No.
He has, John. He has.
I don't think so.
Alisson's not getting anywhere near this team, mate.
No, I can't make a claim for a Liverpool player.
Van Dijk then?
Oh, you're joking!
John.
Van Dijk is still the best.
John, do you know what? I think this is a wind-up call. You want Van Dijk in there?
Look at the way he covered now for Gomez.
Have you seen the amount of goals? John, he's walking around like he's got Charlie Chaplin's shoes on.
Oh, no, look at the way that he covered for Trent Arnold and for Gomez out in Napoli.
Sorry, John, have you seen the penalty first game?
In Napoli? You conceded 4. What are you talking about, John?
Covered him. He was everywhere on the pitch and he didn't have the credit he deserved.
John.
And we should have made changes when we were 2-0 down.
John, he's not having a great season, Van Dijk, mate.
Oh, well, it hasn't finished yet. You wait now until the end of the season.
No, I know. But that's John, that's the conversation is the players this season so far that get in the team.
And if you're going for a neutral, I'd go for Sacco from Arsenal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, there you go.
Saka's
That's the most sensible thing you
That's the
said.
most sensible thing you said, John.
Yes, I go for Sacco. I think from another club, I think Sacco is the best player in the league.
Okay, wow, okay.
Well, that's a big statement. I wouldn't go that far. John, thanks for your call.